What's up, y'all? This is Ty, and it is Tubi Tuesday. What's up, y'all? It's Tubi Tuesday. This is when I review films that are streaming on that crazy Tubi app. You know, Tubi be having some outrageous films. There's always some kind of scandal or some kind of crazy person or some kind of street film drama, whatever. But today we got a really good one. This one is a crime thriller, and it is not to say the other ones aren't good, but this one is, the cinematography was great, the direction was great, the acting is great all across the board. You know, this one is a really good one. And this one, not to take away from the other films, but I'm just saying, and this one was directed by Brian Keith Montgomery Jr., and it is titled Cinnamon. And I'm late to the party because this came out in 2023, but I'm just now getting around to reviewing it because what had happened was I was over my niece's house and we were watching television, and then we decided to put this on, and we were both glued to Cinnamon. Now, Cinnamon is about when a robbery goes wrong and two young lovers are caught in a deadly series of events. That's the tagline, because this is all about them trying to get a better life. So it stars Hailey Kilgore. Y'all know her. She's from Raising Cain, and she plays Jukebox. And here her name is Jody. She also sings in this one. David Iacano as Eddie. Then we have Damon Wayans as Wally. He's hilarious in this. Pam Grier's mama. Jeremie Harris. J. Devon Johnson. We have Rafael Castillo, Jared Wofford, and Dan Lauria, who made me smile to see him because I remember him from the Wonder Years. He played the father in the Wonder Years, so that was pretty cool. He had a small role in this. But anyway, this film makes you say, what will you do when you're desperate? How far would you go to chase your dream or live your dream? What are you going to do when your back is against the wall and you feel like you got no way out to make your dreams happen except for stealing some? That's basically what it is. So Jody is a young lady. She works in the gas station. She's a cashier in a gas station. She meets this young man, Eddie. Well, actually, it turns out she already knew him. They went to school together. Eddie's a career criminal. He steals for a living. She works as a cashier. They've kind of fall in love, and she tells him she wants to sing. She's a singer and actress, but she's gotten away from that. She seems like it's just not within her reach, because as hard as she works, she's never going to make enough money working for Wally, played by Damon Wayans, at this gas station. So she's like, I ain't going to make no money in here. I'm scratching and surviving. So they come up with this plan to rob the place, where they have Eddie come in there with this motorcycle mask on and come into the joint and pull a gun out on her and, you know, do this robbery, but she's actually in on it. But here is where the problem lies. See, they didn't expect one of them brothers to come up in there, the brother with the cowboy hat, and I believe his name was Barney. Barney comes up there with the cowboy hat. Jody's all nervous because Barney's looking, you know, she's like, you messing up the plan, bro. And I like how the way the film sets it up. At first, we don't know all of this. And Barney comes in there with his cowboy hat. She tells him the bathroom is closed. And he's like, that's okay. I could use it anyway. He takes the key. Then he's down over by one of the aisles, and he's reaching down doing something. And in walks Eddie with the mask, with the motorcycle helmet, I should say, not mask. And he's going to rob Jody and give me the money, blah, blah, blah. Of course, this is all part of the scheme. But Cowboy Hat is up in here. So Cowboy Hat sees this, and he's like, gonna come to the rescue. But what happens is, pow! Eddie ends up shooting him, taking the money and the little box that Barney grabbed, whatever that was in here. So he took the money, the bag, he took everything. Now, here's the thing. Then that's when we learn, because the way they set the film up in the beginning, they showed it like it was just a robbery. Then we learned that these two were in it together. Because like I said, she desperate. She want to get her career going. Shoo-wop-doo-wah. But she ain't got no money. So this is what the best way they think it could happen. So now this triggers a series of events. So Eddie's like, listen, let's run off, let's leave town so we can pursue this music career. And we got to see her, performing and singing and this and that. We seen Eddie get beat up because he's a professional thief for other things that he did. So, all of that was good. Made you like these characters. I really liked both of those characters, even though, he's a professional thief and what they did was wrong. But I understood. You're desperate. Your back is up against the wall. So this is what you're going to do, right? So now, like I said, this triggers some things. What they don't know is the man that he shot is connected to some really bad people who are co-owners of Barney's gas station. And also, Barney owns a car dealership, but all of this is connected to these people who run drugs, and this is stash that was stolen. So that's where the series of events unfold, and it's all this drama and things going on and regret. And I was really pleased by that. And my thing that got me, what I was not expecting, I wasn't expecting, this is what I was expecting, I should say. I thought we were going to get these two young lovers. They robbed this store and they hit the road and we see them being chased on the road. No, it didn't happen like that. We see that they made a mistake. They done hit the wrong people and now people know all about it. Jody makes the mistake of deciding, let me come back to the store after the robbery and come that next day to make it look like I had nothing to do with this. But again, she didn't know about these people, these criminal people who want to know what happened to the cowboy hat man, who is the brother of the bad guy, James. And James comes in there. James wants to know what happened to his brother, whatever. And he's questioning Wally, played by Damon Wayans. And then poor Wally gets the bad end of this stick. He's sneaky and everything, but he didn't deserve what happened to him in this film because he had nothing to do with that scheme or whatever. And so we learn about James's mother, which is played by Pam Grier. They just call her Mama in here, and she's just like, she's good in this role. She's deaf, but she's good in this role, really good in this role. And like I said, Dan Lauria has a cameo spot in here as a guy that owns a pizza shop. So he just has a small role, but it was still good seeing him. But I liked this film because I cared about the characters and I cared about what was going to happen to them. And I like how these twists and turns got them into trouble and nearly killed them. And it was like, it brings the message. How far are you willing to go to chase your dreams or to fund your dreams? Because that's pretty much what they were doing, and change your life and look at the consequences of doing things, of getting yourself wrapped up in some things because you're getting other people involved, you're getting other people killed and things of that nature. So I thought this was a really good film, well acted. The chemistry was there. There was humor here. There was action here. And I would like to see more from this director. I really enjoyed this. So I'm going to have to look him up and see if he's done some other things and check out his other things. Listen. And hey, I act, won't you put me in something? Listen, speak it into existence, right? But this one, if you haven't seen it, I'm suggesting go check out Cinnamon. Check it out. Check it out. I think you will enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, come back here and tell me what you thought about it. And if you've already seen it, leave your comments down below about how you already seen it. And Ty, I agree with you. Or if you disagree with me, tell me why you disagree with me. But I thought this was pretty much a really good film. And I'd like to see more with Hailey Kilgore in it because we see her in the Power series, but that's coming to an end. Raising Kanan is coming to an end. So hopefully she gets more film roles as well because she was very good in this. Everybody was good in this. The young man, Jeremie Harris, he played that role of James. He played that role. He was menacing. He was ruthless. And he was about the bottom line. Where my money at? Where the drugs at? Where is it? And I really enjoyed that. So I ain't going to spoil too much of the film for you. That's all I have for now. Thank you. Oh, Y'all see this poster back here. This is over with. This was awesome. I might have to do a review on my experience in this play from July 15th through the 19th. I have to do that too. Yeah, that play is over with now, but it was great. I had a great time. My people showed up and showed out. But that's that, the shameless plug. But back to this. Tell me your thoughts on Cinnamon if you enjoyed Cinnamon. And thank you for watching. And I will see you all in the next video.